Hello everyone, welcome to SSC Aspirant World. Today we are going to see about the topic Indian Council Act 1861. Before going into the topic, let me tell you the background of this act. As a result of Great Revolt 1857, British government felt necessary of Indians in the administration process because East India Company failed to enact legislation that is suitable to local condition. This leads to Great Revolt 1857. Also, the process of centralization started at 1773 and it goes its extreme at Charter Act 1833 by depriving the powers of governors of Bombay and Madras so they cannot enact laws for their provinces. In this act, they reversed the centralization. This act passed on August 1, 1861. At that time, Viceroy of India was Lord Canning and Secretary of State was Sir Charles Wood. This act brought some features. First, they expand the Governor General Council. In Executive Council, they added a fifth member as a finance member, who was James Wilson. He was the first finance member. In 1860, very first time budget was issued. Also, they expand the members of Legislative Council by adding 6 to 12 members. They are nominated by Indian Viceroy for a period of 2 years. The nominated members can be official members or non-official members. The objective of this act is to include the Indians in law-making process. They are nominated as a non-official members by Viceroy. They don't nominate the representative of Indian people, they only nominate who favor to them. So like this, 3 Indians were nominated to the Legislative Council. They are Raja of Banaras, Maharaja of Patiala and Sir Dinkar Rao. So these 3 Indians were nominated to the Legislative Council by Viceroy. They initiate the process of decentralization by restoring the powers of Bombay and Madras governors. Now the governors of these provinces free to enact laws that is suitable to local condition. Also, they established a new legislative council in Bengal, northwestern provinces, Punjab at 1862, 1886 and 1897. Viceroy has the authority to create new provinces and appoint lieutenant governor to administrate that province. Then this act gives an recognition to the portfolio system. Like a way cabinet portfolio system came, it was introduced by Lord Canning in 1859. Portfolio system is nothing. Departments are allotted to the members or ministers. Departments like home, military, revenue, law and finance. Later, they included sixth member in Executive Council on 1874 for public work. Viceroy of India had the power to make rules and enact the laws for better governance. Also, he had a power to issue ordinance during emergencies without consultation with Legislative Council, and it is valid for 6 months. Till now, ordinance issued by the President valid for only 6 months. When Viceroy is absent, he was authorized to nominate a president to preside over the meeting of executive councils. Every bill passed in a legislative council, it requires the assent of Viceroy. In the same way, every bill passed in a parliament, after the assent of president, it became an act. If the bill is related to finance bill type 1 or money bill, it requires a prior recommendation of president before introduced in the parliament. In the same way, at that time, bills related to religion, foreign affairs, military, public revenue can be passed only after the assent of Viceroy. Even if Viceroy gave his assent to the bill, the Secretary of State can cancel any time with the permission of Crown. Here, these are the provisions of this act. It has some defects. That is, Indians are nominated as non-official members. Also, they only attend elite section only. They had no control over the budget and not discuss the important matters and financial matters. Also, Secretary of State has an highest authority, so he could disallow legislation even if it was approved by the Viceroy. So these are the defects of Council Act 1861. Thank you.